huge pay disparity there. वो तो हमारे इंडिया में है, पर हम इंटायरली ना प्रोड्यूसर्स को ब्लेम नहीं कर सकते, इंडस्ट्री को ब्लेम नहीं कर सकते, बिकॉज हाउ मेनी पीपल एक्चुअली कम आउट टू सपोर्ट अ फीमेल ओरिएंटेड फिल्म व्हेन इट्स रनिंग इन द सिनेमा. द फिल्म्स दैट आई साइंड and I was said no to 6 days before I was meant to go on set. That time, like, I remember being so heartbroken that I told everyone, I told my parents. Obviously parents knew I have a 3-film deal and I'm all ready to make my debut, things like that. But I mean, it's my dream to become a director in future. मैं ना पहले एक गाने से डायरेक्ट करके शुरुआत करूँगी, या फिल्म में एक गाना मुझसे डायरेक्ट करवाओ, और फिर धीरे धीरे मैं और सीखूँगी, बिकॉज डायरेक्शन इज़ अ वेरी बिग, इट्स अ वेरी रिस्पॉन्सिबल जॉब, एंड ऐसा लगता है आसान बट बहुत मुश्किल काम है. हाई एवरीवन, दिस इज सोनम बाजवा एंड यू आर वाचिंग मी ऑन ETimes.
Hi and welcome to ETimes. Sonam, thank you so much for your time. Now, Sonam, you've just returned from your first US tour with Akshay Kumar. How was it to first team up with Akshay and the girls? And how was the response you got from the fans who were seeing you for the first time in US performing?
Yeah. It was so good, honestly. I always knew it's going to be a lot of fun to perform live, and because all my co-stars are singers, they do concerts. So I've seen them like talking and sharing stories from their concerts. So I knew it'll be one of a kind experience. And first are always special, my first live performance. So it just went really well. And the kind of love and appreciation I got, it's very overwhelming. I mean, people, the way they support Punjabi music, Punjabi films, they never made me feel, because everybody else from Bollywood, I was the only one. I mean, I consider myself as a Indian actor, but if just for the reference purpose, if I can say so, I was the only regional star there, but nobody, like the audiences, they never made me feel like that. They gave me so much love. They enjoyed while I was performing. I enjoyed performing for them. So it was very, very overwhelming, all of that love, that response. So बहुत अच्छा रहा. I enjoyed it, and we have many more tours coming up. We'll be announcing them soon. We have a couple of them in India and then in other countries. So yeah, so entertainers will keep entertaining now.
How lovely is that? So now it's been 10 years to your first release, if I'm not wrong. How do you look back at those 10 years, and somewhere do you feel that you've limited yourself just to Punjabi film? I know you also did a Tamil film in between, but do you think that somewhere you've limited yourself, or the opportunities were limited which came your way?
See, we all learn, right? And I think I'm somebody who's learned so much from my mistakes, from the decisions that I made. But I'm happy. Like, it made me more, it made me stronger. It made me a wiser person. So I can't just pinpoint one thing. But one thing that I know and I take from all those experiences, from all the opportunities that I let go of, or the opportunities I couldn't take, is that maybe I was not ready and I was not meant to do them. I've had several opportunities from not just Bollywood, but even from South. I couldn't take them for several reasons. कभी dates नहीं है, कभी आपको ऐसा लगता है कि शायद ये मेरे लिए डेब्यू के लिए ठीक नहीं है. हम सब अपनी समझ के हिसाब से चीज़ें करते हैं. कभी वो ठीक होता है, कभी बाद में आप सोचते हो यार शायद काश मैं कर लेती. So I've had all those moments. But what I do believe is that when God has something for you, when something is meant for you, it will happen. So I think abhi tak nahi hua, other than Punjab, is maybe because God's preparing me for something big and awesome. And all these years I have worked on myself, my craft, on every possible thing that I could as an actor. And not that कि अरे मुझे बड़ी opportunity मिलेगी या ऐसा होगा. I genuinely love being an actor. I want to grow as an actor. I want to मुझे जहाँ भी wherever God has kept me. For now, it's Punjabi industry, and I'm very, very proud working there. I just want to do the best of the work in my capacity. Not saying कि मुझे बहुत बड़ी budget फिल्में मिलें या फिर मैं और बड़े stars के साथ काम, क्यों मैंने सब stars के साथ काम किया, मैंने female led stories की. मुझे बस अच्छा काम करना है. And now people expect a lot out of me. So मुझे ये है कि जो भी मेरे fans हैं, मैं चाहे पंजाब काम करूँ, चाहे साउथ चली जाऊँ, चाहे यहाँ आ जाऊँ, तो मुझे अच्छा काम करना है. And I think one of the reasons I held back for just jumping onto any opportunity was also because I feel a little responsible. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि fans expect a lot, तो मैं कुछ भी नहीं कर सकती हूँ. So I have to think as as their person also, like what would they like me doing in Bollywood, or what should be my first film, so that they also like, or they can say, oh, our artist went there and work. So many things, but again, like it just all comes to one thing: whenever something is meant to be, so it'll happen.
Now, did no Hindi film reach the verge of signing? I'm sure there must be something which must have reached on signing, and did that film happen, and did you see that film?
There are many stories like that. There are films that I signed and I was said no to 6 days before I was meant to go on set. And I auditioned for those films. It's not that it was through some I won't obviously name the people, but I auditioned for that film. I did proper workshops. I learned a skill. I was meant to do something in that film, like some kind of sport. So I learned that. 6 days before the shoot, I get a call. They said, we are very sorry. It's the director's first film. He's feeling very, very nervous. And you're not very, you seem very quiet. I said, yeah, maybe I'm quiet as a person, but I did audition, right? So, like, I will do what I'm supposed to do as an actor on set. But all these things also I said in my head. I'd never said that to that person. I was like, okay. So, she said, I'm so sorry. And I'd signed this 3-film deal with that very, very big production house. So, yeah, I mean, and then of course I went to sign a film, and then I get to know there are certain kind of scenes, and at that time I wasn't comfortable. So a lot of things. I mean, sometimes I felt like I almost signed a film and then I got to know the script's not what was probably what I understood while I was auditioning or screen testing for that film. So ऐसा भी हुआ है, बहुत तरह की चीज़ें, but all of that is okay. But yeah, that time, like I remember being so heartbroken that I told everyone, I told my parents. Obviously parents knew I have a 3-film deal and I'm all ready to make my debut, things like that. But I feel happy. It was like a blessing in disguise. I think 2 years later, I get to know that film that never worked. So, 2 years later that when that film came out, one got shelved like that. So ऐसा होता है. I think कभी-कभी आपको कोई चीज़ नहीं मिलती. Like everybody says that God's, He's protecting you from something. So it didn't happen like that a lot of times. And कभी मुझे ऐसा लगा कि because in the beginning, when they call you for audition, they don't tell you the entire script. So आप audition कर लेते हैं, आपकी meetings हो जाती हैं, a lot of things happen, पूरे discussions हो जाते हैं, dates, weights, and then you realize that, oh, the part that was narrated to me is not exactly like this. Like when you look at the overall script, it's just like this. So then you make your decision that, okay, maybe not this. And so yeah, ऐसा हुआ है कि साइनिंग भी हुई है और चीज़ें काफ़ी हुई, but then it eventually didn't happen.
As Mr. Bachchan says, मन का हो तो अच्छा, मन का ना हो तो और भी अच्छा.
Yes, I totally believe in that. Yeah.
Now coming to your Punjabi films, I just wanted to figure out or ask you, is there paid disparity between male actors and female actors? I mean, do they get paid equal, or is there like a proper like in Bombay in at least? But Priyanka recently said that after working for 22 straight years, she's now getting paid equal to the male star in her show. So what's the scene in Punjabi films? Is it same? Is it different? What is it?
Of course, there is a huge pay disparity there. वो तो हमारे इंडिया में है, पर हम इंटायरली ना प्रोड्यूसर्स को ब्लेम नहीं कर सकते, इंडस्ट्री को ब्लेम नहीं कर सकते, बिकॉज हाउ मेनी पीपल एक्चुअली कम आउट टू सपोर्ट अ फीमेल ओरिएंटेड फिल्म व्हेन इट्स रनिंग इन द सिनेमा. लोग, बट उसमें हम लोगों को भी नहीं ब्लेम कर सकते. वो एक बहुत सालों से ये चला आ रहा है, बट थैंकफुली this is changing day by day. Like a film like Gangubai can do so well in terms of business, in terms of entertainment, and it is, I mean, creating such opportunities for a lot of other female actors. So चीज़ें बदल रही हैं, but unfortunately अभी भी pay disparity तो है, but मैं उसके लिए producers को blame ही नहीं कर सकती. जब audience बड़े हीरो की फिल्म देखने पहले आती है, तो अब फिल्म का नाम हम लोग नहीं लेंगे, लेकिन कितनी बार ऐसा होता है कि देखो, फिल्में तो चाहे फीमेल ओरिएंटेड हो या मेल ओरिएंटेड हो, अच्छी बुरी वो अलग चीज़ है, बट ओपनिंग किसको बड़ी लगती है? बुरी, एक मेल ओरिएंटेड बुरी फिल्म को भी ओपनिंग लग जाती है ना. लेटर ऑन पीपल से ये फिल्म अच्छी नहीं है, बकवास है, बट पीपल गो. सो कभी कभी फीमेल ओरिएंटेड स्क्रिप्ट शायद ऐसी नहीं होती, एकदम एक्शन हो रहा है, लोग उड़ रहे हैं, तो शायद पता नहीं लोग नहीं जाते हैं. बट कुछ फिल्में जैसे गंगूबाई का हमने नाम लिया, पंजाब में आई हैव डन फिल्म्स लाइक गुड्डियाँ पटोले, अड़ब मुटियारा, पीपल केम आउट टू सी देम. सो होता है, वर्क करती हैं. सो लकीली जो आज से मुझे 6-7 साल पहले कोई भी स्ट्रॉन्गर ऑथर बैक्ड रोल वाली फिल्म नहीं ऑफर होती थी, अब ऑलमोस्ट हर मंथ आती है ऐसी स्क्रिप्ट. सो थिंग्स आर चेंजिंग. आई एम गेटिंग पेड मोर देन व्हाट आई यूज्ड टू इन द पास्ट. सो वो अच्छी चीज़ें हैं, चेंजेस हैं, बट अगर इक्वालिटी की बात करें तो वो तो नहीं है. वो तो आपको भी पता है कि है, शायद टाइम लगेगा, और आई रियली होप कि वो दिन जल्दी आए व्हेन मेल एंड फीमेल एक्टर्स आर ट्रीटेड इक्वली and they are paid equally.
So what's that one thing that you could change in Punjabi films? What's that one thing that you think that, oh, I think we are overdoing this, we can move with times now?
I think one thing I would like to change is that we should really start this system of auditioning people and also give chance to new talent. And if they're not singers, then please still audition them. And if they are good in acting, cast them, because we need more actors, we need more डायरेक्टर्स, वी नीड एंड जब नए लोग आएंगे ना, तो मुझे लगता है कि उसके साथ नई तरह की स्क्रिप्ट्स, नए तरह की एक फ्रेशनेस आएगी. तो पंजाब में क्योंकि म्यूज़िक इज़ सो बिग, इट्स सो ओवर पावरिंग, पीपल लव सिंगर्स सो मच, एंड विच इज़ वेरी फेयर. आई लव सो मेनी सिंगर्स, देयर वर्क, देयर म्यूज़िक. सो बट मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि बहुत सारे बेचारे ऐसे बहुत टैलेंटेड एक्टर्स हैं जिनको पहला ब्रेक नहीं मिल पाता है बिकॉज दे आर नॉट सिंगर्स. सो मुझे वो थोड़ा सा लगता है, तो अगर वो चेंज हो जाएगा तो मुझे लगता है बहुत अच्छा होगा. सिंगर अगर एक्टिंग जानते हैं तो प्लीज़, लाइक इट्स, वो तो सोने पे सुहागा है, लाइक इट्स रियली अमेजिंग. बट जो बेचारे नहीं गा सकते उनको भी मौका मिलना चाहिए. सो जस्ट दैट.
Now, so I just heard that you direct, edit your own reels. Do you plan to direct like a proper feature or anything of that sort? Is there a director in you who wants to make like a debut as a director, who wants to make films or shows?
Yes, of course. I mean, it's my dream to become a director in future. मैंने अभी last week एक scene भी direct किया था. एक हम a bunch of friends we performed a scene. So that scene was co-written by me, directed by me. So yeah, I mean, I would love if one day I can direct something. और मैंने अपने producers को भी कहा है कि मैं ना पहले एक गाने से डायरेक्ट करके शुरुआत करूँगी, या फिल्म में एक गाना मुझसे डायरेक्ट करवाओ, और फिर धीरे धीरे मैं और सीखूँगी. बिकॉज डायरेक्शन इज़ अ वेरी बिग, इट्स अ वेरी रिस्पॉन्सिबल जॉब, एंड ऐसा लगता है आसान बट बहुत मुश्किल काम है. तो आपको ना कि सिर्फ अपने काम पे औरों के सब काम को देखना है, समझना है, ठीक करवाना है. सो इज़ अ लॉट टू लर्न येट in that direction to be a director, but one day, yes, more than a producer, I want to be a director.
Thank you, Sonam. Thank you so much.